have put together and that I'm a part of. So, but what I want to say to you is this. Some people would rather go have a beer than to do some more homework. Now, what do I mean by that? It means that when you start trying to deal with the puzzle of life and to try to correct your missteps, to try to pick up the pieces where you've screwed up so bad and you've thrown away your life, but you've had time to reflect on it. Maybe you've been in a program, maybe you've been in prison, and you've been taking different programs to try to change the way you think. What I'm here to tell you is it is so easy to get frustrated and to feel the burden is such that you can't get out from under. When I was in that little one-room schoolhouse up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, I sat there, and why I liked it so much, there was these two little monkeys on a poster, and the one at top was swinging, and he was happy, and there was one on the ground that was kind of pouty, and it said, "Success is hanging on when others have let go." That's what we're trying to say to you right now is you have been forgiven. Misaél, this is your area here. I'm going to launch you on this. What I want to do is I want to impress upon people that no matter what you did in the past, no matter what you've already been through, that there can be a beautiful, glorious, bright future that the Lord has all along intended for you to enjoy. And so I want to talk about that as we talk about the need to take responsibility in our culture, to work for a living, to be able to make proper decisions and set the example for our children.
Absolutely, Steve. You mentioned so many important points. I'm taking notes here, and you started saying, "I want to talk to that person that says I'm a failure. I'm wasting my life. I can't do nothing. I cannot accomplish anything," and on and on and on. Steve, the way I summarize that is that's a person with low self-esteem. You lack self-esteem. You lack self-belief. When you say I'm a failure, when you say I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I'm not worthy. I don't worth anything. I'm useless. So when you enter that language, that's the language of low self-esteem, of limiting beliefs. And what I can tell you is that taking responsibility builds your self-esteem. It does that, and not only does that for you, it does for your children. And let me draw the parallel here, Steve. See, when I allow my son, my 8-year-old son, to do certain things, when I give him some projects of something that in his mind is bigger than himself, meaning that he feels proud of, and I give him responsibility and I challenging him. I'm sending him a clear message. I'm telling him, hey, listen, you're good enough to do this. And what happens is that in the future, a couple of days later, he comes back asking for that responsibility. Now I'm no longer challenging him. Now he's challenging himself. He's looking for it. Why? Because I helped him build that self-esteem. But that self-esteem can only be built by taking responsibility. Also, you mentioned another point. You said, if you do nothing to take responsibility, then you're not going to wear. And I want to bring that in a little more to you that you are listening to me. Let me tell you this. If you sit there doing nothing, nothing is going to change. If you sit there in prison, at home, in your car, whatever you are, whether you are in solitary confinement or you are in general population, it does not matter whether you have a lot of money or you have little money, whether you have a nice car or you don't have a nice car at all, whether you have kids or you are just expecting kids. Let me tell you, if you sit there doing nothing, nothing is going to change. But you know what? Even if nothing changes, if you change, everything changes. If nothing around you changes, by the simple fact that you change, everything, and when I mean everything is going to change. And you can bring change by taking responsibility. You have the ability, you have the potential. This is what Steve is referring to, right? That you have every single cell, and you have every single muscle, every single nerve, you have every single pore, hair, you have everything, absolutely everything that you need to accomplish everything that you want and to achieve the success that you want, whether it's to get a job, you get an interview, whether it's to go back to your family, whether it's to reunite with your kids, with your husband and with your wife, whether it's to reunite with your parents, whether it's to reunite with your friend, whether it's to reunite with your all boss or with your all employees, whether it's to get back to your home or to get back your business, whatever that is, you are built. You are absolutely 100% unequivocally built to accomplish any of that. But there's only one thing. You got to own your responsibility. Probably that success that you want starts by saying, I'm sorry. Probably that success, that business, that family, those children that you want to reunite with, probably starts by saying, hey, I made a mistake. See, success starts with responsibility. It's not the other way around. You don't get success and then you become responsible. No, the world doesn't work that way. You show responsibility and you'll give you more. Why? Because to whomever is much given, much is expected. To whomever much is given, much is expected. And you will never be given much unless you have the ability to respond, which is what? Responsibility. In the Bible, Steve, there is a story. I know we're running out of time, but in the Bible there is a story of the talents. A rich man is going away. He pulls 3 guys. To one of them, he gives him 1 talent. To the other one, he gives it 2. And to the other one, he gives it 5. And he goes away. The one that got 5 turned it into 10. The one that got 2 turned it into 4. And the one that got 1 did nothing. When the rich man got back, he blessed the one that turned 5 into 10 and that turned 2 into 4. And to the one that did nothing with the 1, he took it away. Why? Why? Because your ability determines your level of responsibility. Your ability, my ability to what? My ability to take responsibility for my life, my ability to own my decisions. And here's what's interesting on that story, Steve. You see, all of us would focus so much, 5 turn into 10, and 4 turn and 2 turn into 4. I don't know if you know this. Likely you know this. You read the Bible as much as I do, or probably more. But did you know that there was no difference between 5 and 4? Between 10 and 4? Here's why. Turning 5 into a 10, it's 100% growth. Turning 2 into a 4, it's another 100% growth. What am I saying? What are you talking about, Misaél? What I'm talking about is that it does not matter whether I have 5 or I have 2. You have the ability to turn it into 100% growth. You may not go from 2 to 10. You're not asked to go from 2 to 10. What you are asked and what you are capable of, what you are being programmed and you are gifted is that you can take 2 and turn it into 4. That you are capable of. God will never ask you to take 2 into 10. He will always expect you to take 2 into 4. That's 100% growth. See, if you have 1 talent and you turn it into 2, God will love you, and he loves you as much as the guy who turned 5 into 10. Why? You have grown 100%. You have grown 100%. And you have the ability. You have the potential within you. You have it within you to turn your gift, your talent, your ability, your knowledge, your mind, your hands, your gift, whatever that is, to turn it over 100%. So don't look at me. Don't look at Steve. No. Focus on what you have. And whatever you have can be grown by 100%. I guarantee you. But you know what? You can only do that with my gift. And Steve, I will leave you with this. And to you that you're listening to me, I hope you get the point on these. Steve, your talents, your abilities, your gift, your knowledge, your resources, whatever you have, whatever you know, whatever you own, is useless. It is absolutely useless to me. For me, they are useless. Why? Because I was not given your gift. So your gifts are useless to me. God is not expecting me to achieve my highest potential with Steve's talents, with Steve's gift. So all of them are extremely useful to you, but they are useless to me because they were not given to me. So you are listening to me wherever you are. Stop looking outside you. What you need, it's within you. It's right there.
Yes. Misaél, give me a time check. Where are we with the time on the show?
We got 51 minutes.
Really? Okay. So we're going to have to end this. And so we said we were going to try to talk about the work ethic, and we did, whether you realize it or not. It's you making up your mind to use your gifts, your talents. And so what we're going to have to do, Misaél, just like we did last time, we didn't even get started. We are barely scratching the surface. So let's just agree to do a part 3 sometime in the near future. And if that works for you, I'll sign off. But you want to do part 3 sometime in the near future?
I'll be honored to do that. Yeah, I'll be honored to come back.
Yeah. So everyone that has listened to the show today, I just want to say thank you for listening. Misaél, thank you for speaking with us today. But we care about everyone. And so I have to sign off now because our show's limited for our time frame today. But I just have to tell you this last thing. Every single one of us, myself, Misaél, and each of you that are listening, we wrestle sometimes with doing a decision to move forward with our lives because it's easier to do nothing sometimes. And so I am just trying to encourage you to just move yourself to where you say, you know what? Whatever the past was, it happened. It's over. I've learned what I can from it. But now I'm going to become the person that God intended me to do. And so the next time we get together with Misaél, we're going to talk about some practical ways that we can think about how to take that step forward if we haven't stepped forward in quite a while. So with that said, Misaél, God bless you. You were beautiful today. And I just look forward to the next time that we can be together again. Thank you, Misaél.
Thank you, Steve. My pleasure.
Oh, it's beautiful. So God bless everyone. Have a wonderful week, and we'll be back with you next week. God bless.
Thanks for listening to Right Thinking with Steve Copeland. I look forward to being with you again next week. And remember, don't quit. Plan ahead. It will get better. God bless you and have a great week.